Welcome to the official YouTube channel of WebOsmotic. Myself Keertan Bhatt with 1+ years of experience in IT industry. Today we are discussing about how to optimize large lists in React Native. Hey guys, if you have been building React Native apps for past few years, you have probably faced performance issues with lists and struggle to keep things smooth and fast. So today we are gonna speak on the topics and how to handle our list in a more optimized and efficient way. So now, if on my screen, as you can see, I have an example of a FlatList. So let me explain you the code. So basically here is a dummy API from which I fetched the movies names and their ratings. So this is basically a normal fetch API, fetch example. Okay, and here is our FlatList. So for working with large lists, we have many alternatives with React Native. So the most basic way is to use a scroll view. But for scroll view, the issue is the scroll view renders the complete data and items at once. So if you have the records of, I guess, 1000 items, so the scroll view will render it at once. So that happens to affect the performance of our app. So for that reason, FlatList is used. FlatList basically FlatList is basically optimized to render the data in a more efficient way, and that way is called as virtualized approach. So what's a virtualized approach? Let's see. So if you can see the emulator screen, here is a list of arrays of objects in which the movie's names and their ratings is written. So basically what FlatList does is that when the app is first rendered and the list is loaded on the screen, the data shown on the screen is basically rendered at that time. So this is the only data that will be rendered at the first, and when we scroll, the other data will be loaded and other data will be fetched. So basically that's called a virtualized approach in React Native. So working with FlatList is way simpler and easier. So for FlatList, we can optimize the use of FlatList too. So let's see how can we optimize the use of FlatList. There are many ways. So the first way is to use a keyExtractor. So what's a keyExtractor? So basically keyExtractor uses a unique key for every item. So basically keyExtractor helps to keep a record, to keep a unique record for individual keys, individual items in our list. So basically each item shown in the list has its unique key. And the other is use the props like initialNumToRender, maxToRenderPerBatch. So basically as we can see in initialNumToRender prop, how many items to render in the initial batch. So that itself explains it, so that how many items you want to render. So we can just add any number like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 or 80, but the lesser the number, the more the efficient our list will be shown. And then comes the other props like maxToRenderPerBatch. maxToRender is basically how many list of data you want to render per batch. And the other steps are here, as you can see, the render item. So basically in render item, the item is basically shown and rendered in the screen for individual data elements. But now we can see it is written in an inline function. So the efficient way to use FlatList is not to use an inline function for the render item. So for that we can just create a render item function and we could just use it inside the list. Yep. And we could just wrap it inside a use callback. So this approach will help us to reduce the extra rendering for our React Native app, and this will make our app faster. So these are a few ways, and we could just uh, use window size prop also, so that individual lists, uh, our screen knows how to render each element and how to render each set of elements. So as we have seen, the flatlist is basically used when we are working with large number of data. Now comes the section list. Section list is basically used for the same approach, but the thing is it's used only when we need to work with sections. So the implementation is almost the same. Instead of data, we use the sections. Instead of uh, and the render item thing is same as the flat list, but section list also has one more thing, that's the render section header. So what's a render section header? Render section header is basically for every set, like section list can be used in our contact application, where we want to distribute each section and show data based on the section or any kind of thing. Yes. Okay. So as in the emulator, we can see album is basically a section, and the data loaded are the data items of each section. So like that, album 1 is there, then comes album 2, album 3, and so on. So basically section header uh, is the provided prop of section list that helps us to enhance our user perspective and enhance our application. So like flat list and like section list, there's another list that's called a virtualized list. So what's a virtualized list? So basically it's just the inclusion of flat list. So flat list is made on the top level of virtualized list. So when we want to work with complex data and complex lists, we can use virtualized list for that purpose. So basically the implementation is almost the same like flat list. We could just use flat list and the render item initial num to render, the same prop as we use, keyExtractor the same. The other thing is get item and get item count. So basically get item is a function that returns a specific item from the array, individual item from that array, and our list will be loaded based on that. So that's our virtualized list. So after all this implementation and all these examples, you might be thinking that FlatList is the best option for displaying the lists in React Native. So we can say that FlatList is best option, but FlatList also has some cons, like the emulator here we are using is a Pixel 4a, I guess, but for the devices that are older, there is a issue with FlatList too. The issue is with FPS drop, and there are spaces in between the screen. If you scroll the screen very fast and let me see it. Okay, if you scroll the emulator screen, not now, but if there are data like 1000 or 10,000 records, you will see a quite lag in our screen, in our emulator screen. So that's because the FlatList reduces the JS frames, and it causes our screen to lag and data to lag. So for that case, we have another alternative provided by Shopify. So what's that? So basically Shopify provides us a FlashList. So what's a FlashList? It's the same copy of FlatList, but the the implementation of FlashList and FlatList, we can see the comparison. We can see here the FlatList, the average JavaScript FPS are 9 and average UI FPS are 52, and thereby in FlashList we can see the average JS FPS are 41 and UI FPS are 54. So FlashList is more optimized and more convenient use of working with large lists in React Native. So I do have a comparison table for all the kinds of lists. So yes, here we can see in FlatList, it's used for simple flat list and simple array of data for around 1000 or 1500 data. For section list, it can be used for sections, virtualized list for complex data, and for flash list, we can use it for more than 10,000 items, and there is no FPS drop in flash list as in flat list. And the other benefits and other pros of FlatList and FlashList you can see in the table. So here goes the implementation. I hope these have cleared you with the idea of when to use the FlashList or when to use the FlatList or section list in our React Native app. Thank you for watching this video, and if you found this content valuable, do like, share and subscribe, and looking forward for your feedback in comment section.